Well, I'll need a Pip-Boy for a mobile terminal. Not yours, don't worry. I'll need a full construction kit so I can add some extra circuitry. Also, I'll need something I consulted on years ago. A circuitry schematic that could have changed everything.
Hello friends, Godem here and welcome on back to Fallout 76, and I did make it down to Hornwright Estates. Kind of brushed all that away in between episodes so that way we can dive right back in to the trade secrets mission that we are currently working on. And I'm sitting here thinking, what is Penelope gonna have us do next? Right? There is only one way to find out, and that way, I never noticed that up there before. Block the bots. That's kind of cool. All right. One way to do it, or the only way to do it, or the way to do it, I guess, is we need to go down and talk to her. So let's head on down to the safe room. What is she going to have for us now? Oh, do we need to? All right, there we go. We got the construction kit. We got the schematics. Both are acquired.
Okay, let's try your integrated voice module again. Can you say something, Motherlode?
What would you like me to say, Doctor?
Great. Thanks.
Great, thanks.
Good gracious, she's full of dad jokes. All right, I'll add full conversational protocols to the list.
The dad jokes, that was pretty funny. I like that. All right, Penelope, we have what you're looking for.
Ah, you're back. I've been busy working on the Motherlode's voice interface. Have those parts for me yet?
Well, it doesn't seem like you've been working too hard on them. If we're still at the dad joke stage. Yes, I brought... Oh, let's ask her how's it going first. I just want to see if she said something about the voice.
Well, she's able to speak, but she wasn't made for it. Normal conversations are probably a ways off for now.
Good point. All right, yep, we brought the stuff you need.
Lovely. I had a chance to crack her open while you were gone. It's not good news, I'm afraid.
Of course. Bad news, what's the problem? Let me guess, you have some more things I need to go get for you. Of course that is what's going to happen here. What kind of a video game would it be if that was not the case? All right, let's just say... Let's ask her what the problem is.
Well, it shouldn't take long at all to get the new guidance interface set up. However, while I was in there setting up her vocal system, I saw a lot of damage. I think she's going to need some new parts just to be safe.
What kind of parts? Can't you just find the parts yourself? I have things to do. Actually, this is... Well, we do have a long list of things to do. But this is our priority, and this is job number one. So what kind of parts?
Well, her data processing is extremely slow. Maybe it's not actually broken, but it certainly doesn't work. She'll need a better interpolator. She also needs a new sensor module, an altimeter for sure. Something's corroded the contacts pretty badly on both of those.
All right, where can we find those? All right, tell me what you need to, and make it quick. I haven't got all day. No, we're here for this. We are fully into this. We're going to do this. Where can we find them?
Salvaging. iBots are basically just flying sensor modules, and the altimeter could be salvaged from that ridiculous plane Father hung upstairs. I'm not sure about finding an interpolator, but I saw a robot that had a human brain attached to it near Robco. I would bet that unethical monstrosity has some serious interpolation needs.
All right, two things I noticed there. One is, all right, so that plane, we are going to go up to that plane up in the upper level. Hopefully the security is not back. We will cross our fingers on that one. But secondly, she pronounced the word altimeter differently this time. First time was altimeter, because when she said that, I was like, I would have pronounced that as altimeter. But then she did it the other way the second time. Interesting. All right, I guess... is there something else we want to ask her? Let's find out.
Oh? What's that?
Never mind, I'm off to get those parts. I don't suppose you remember of any parts nearby aside from the plane. Well, that plane is really close, so that's good. Have you tried Abraxo and a toothbrush to clean up the corrosion? Interesting. That brain attached to a robot is called a robobrain around these parts. So we have intelligence 8. Let's do this. Will this save us a step?
Oh, clever. It never would have occurred to me to dissolve the corrosion with a common household cleaner. It'll probably work for the altimeter, but Motherlode's sensor module is just too far gone. It still needs a replacement.
Excellent. Now, oh, so we can do the charisma also, aside from the plane. All right, let's see what happens here.
Oh, you know what? There is an iBot upstairs that I was tinkering on. Must have been some 30 years ago now. Maybe it's still there.
Well, I guess we still have to go upstairs anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter if it's the Rebel brain or the plane. I guess it's going to work. All right, so let's just tell her about the Robo Brains.
That's a bit on the nose, but so is Ghoul and Rad Roach. So, whatever works. I simply can't imagine what kind of terrible person would do that to someone else. All the ones I ran into out there were completely homicidal.
That's fair to say. Very fair. All right, never mind. We're off to get the parts.
All right. I'll be here working on her conversational skills if you need anything else.
Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, all we need to do is get the sensor. Let's take a look at... let's bring this on up. Trade secrets. Find an iBot sensor module. Optional, check the iBot upstairs in the estate. Find a RoboBrain oh, Lord. That's another one I'm going to have an issue with. I want to say interpolator. Is that right? Interpolator? I don't think that's the way you should pronounce it, but that's what we're going to do. All right. So we're going to go upstairs, look for the iBot, and maybe even just check out that plane to see safe room checklist. Oh, I didn't see that up on top. Let's take a look at this. Bunker would need to have its systems initialized before it is ready to use. Please use the attached menu to complete the steps and keep this list for your tracking purposes. So I don't know if I've already read this before. Preparing for occupation, water and air filter setup. Mr. Handy appliance, tell your family about it. All right, so there's some interesting things here. She looks like she's working through the process, although page 1 of 12. I don't think we got the option of reading all 12. That's all right. All right, so let's head back up to the upper levels and cross our fingers, no security. Back on the upper levels, and all right, so obviously most of the robots, these guys, have respawned. I am very curious about the Assaultron now. So we're not going to have to clear this entire place out. At least I don't think so. But we'll take what we have to do what we need to, right? All right, you're on fire, but yeah, and you're spewing fire. I don't like that. I do not like that. Get out of my way. Yeah, I know I should have done nearby corpses there, but they were close enough. Now I heard a voice. No, all right, so that's the medic. You must be outside. Oh, there is an Assaultron. You are back. Oh, I do not like that. I don't know if you remember that from a few episodes ago, but yeah, let's see if we can't bypass that. So then where would the RoboBrain be that we were looking for? Or the iBot? You should just go down yourself. We want... Why am I... I'm not even touching the controller right now. What's going on? Oh, no. All right, there we go. That's a happy little glitch I had not seen before. All right, so we are looking for some sort of... Thinking like a lab or something, and I do not remember. All right, this is a gym. Oh, red roaches. Will they? How long will they follow me for? We could probably use the meat. So, oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, we got 2 for 1. Take all. Yeah, I do not remember the exact layout of this place, other than just knowing that that assault round was up top. No, this is in here. No. I have completely turned around if you couldn't tell. Over here, maybe? This is what this was. Uh-oh. Here we go, the lamb. I knew I knew it was gonna be somewhere. Oh, and you collect sensor module. I was gonna say you do not have sensor module on you.
Oh, it's right there.
Take you out real quick.
Identify
Oh, you went down. Oh, let's try this. All right.
Will not be harmed.
Oh, he can still shoot them.
Continued resistance is
And I keep hitting the door. Uh-oh. All right, that worked pretty well. I mean, yeah, we took an additional hit there, but these guys do not hit very hard, actually. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see, trade secrets, find a robo-brain interpolator. Let's see, Motherlode will need a bunch of parts, which I can collect from robots. I should return when I have them all. So let's see, let's go ahead and make this active. Is there one inside here? Or do we have to go someplace else? Oh. Do we really have to go up there? Is there not? Are there not robo-brains over here at Hornwright? Where is Hornwright at? Hornwright is... Not Hornwright, not the estate. The headquarters. I think there is. I think there are robo-brains in there. So let's untrack this. And then we need to get out of here. Well, this is new. Got a Vertibird and probably some drones, I'm assuming. But where are you? Whoa. Whoa, that lighting. What's going on with the lighting? What is that in the middle of the road? Oh, it's just a, it's a bridge. You say, what the heck is this thing sticking up here? Is that a flare? Somebody setting off a flare? It sounds like it's coming from this direction. Let's get the fixer ready. Dude, that's crazy. Now it sounds like it's coming from over there. And it's getting further away, obviously. All right. This should be the headquarters. I am not mistaken, which we know. I very well could be. No idea what that hit was. No, that is not the headquarters. That is most likely the complete wrong direction. Oh, no, it is. Okay. I saw that and was thinking, it's just a terminal, but yes, there we go. Headquarters are right here. Now, there are a ton of robots in this area. At least there usually is. Yeah, see? Uh-oh. Yeah, there's a robot brain right there. Whoa. Oh. That's not what I forgot. I am just going crazy right now. What's up with the puff of smoke? Oh, I don't like this guy. Let's get back to that Gauss, because the Gauss does do well. I don't like that puff of smoke, man. Let's try this again. Whoa, that got something. You are still moving though. But where are? Oh, there you are. Oh, we did barely any damage to it. If this works, this will be awesome, man, because that would save a lot of time, a lot of travel time. All right, where did you go? Move. Did you go inside? Yes, you did. Oh! I'm thinking that might have been a car. Oh, no, no. Yeah, but I do not want to be attracting others. Because there's I'm not mistaken, there's a big boy around here also.
I came to find you so I can kill you as a personal favor to Uncle
Easy, Gutsy. Easy, Gutsy. Oh, you're not actually dead. Kind of acting like it, but you're not. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, I thought I heard some noises.
Come on, people, give 'em
Oh, it's checking nearby corpses. All right, so that was it. I'm going to follow this robo-brain. It's going to get me into trouble. When I possibly could have chosen
me something to shoot at.
another robo-brain. Did he go up? Where did that little guy go? I know there's going to be at least an Ibon up here. If not,
We need a target.
this Colonel might be up here. Yep, there he is. All right, he's not too bad. He's staying steady. There's the robo-brain. All right, we got something. I think we got the Gutsy. All right, I do not like this thing, man. It is shifty. Oh, either it... You know what? Let's go back over to this, because this is quicker. Although that has full health. Why do you have full health? That's got to be another one. See, that's kind of what I'm hoping too. Maybe we can do some damage with these cars. I would agree with you. I would agree with you wholly. 100%. No arguments here. Unbelievably shifty they are. Yeah, I don't think that's happening. What are the chances we took down the other one? Because this is the second one, I think. Unless, does it just have the ability to heal? Alright, we're just going to have to take it face to face. There we go. Alright, I am certainly hoping we did not... Well, we can search nearby bodies with this thing. Collect... Yep, there it is. Alright. The interpolator. There we go. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I have no idea. Nearby corpses. Take it all. Penelope once again. Oh. It's out. And we have returned with the good... Oh, is this back again? It is.
Thanks. I'll take those parts if you don't mind.
Here you go. What's next? I do mind actually. After this, I'm done fetching things. No, again, we are in on this, but you could have just sent us down the hill instead of all the way where you were sending us. Now, I know she wasn't actually sending us to that other location, but could have just said, hey, I got a little headquarters on over here. You might be able to pick up this interpolator over there. All right, what's next?
Next? No. She'll be ready once I finish putting those parts in. Near as I can get her on short notice, anyway.
Okay, so we'll see you in Foundation then? She said, no, she knows where Foundation is. She mentioned the first time that she saw it when she was coming back. So, all right, is that the plan then?
I'll head there, presently. Just need to grab a thing or two before I leave. Go over the debug stack from the part install, too. So don't worry about checking back in right away. I'm fairly hopeful she won't have exploded. Reasonably sure she won't.
Not exploding would be good. All right, see you later.
Ta. I'm sure Motherlode's going to have some issues for me to polish before your mission, but nothing I can't manage.
I'm finally liking the sound of that. And that thing is pretty beastly. Back to Foundation it is. Hopefully, I don't know if there's going to be a time period once we get there where we need to wait for her, or if she's just going to, by the magic of video games, just appear. I have no idea. But I know that with the route we're going to get there is I'm going to follow this tram, and that will pretty much take me there. Now, I know this is going to create some rockiness. Hopefully it don't come across too much too bad, or too much that is too bad, however you want to say that. But Paige, we are coming home. I am hearing something over here. Oh. Mia and Vlad.
Did you tell me your age?
Why did you ask that? Are you lonely?
Sure. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in a loop?
That's difficult to answer. Can you interface with the terminal?
I don't know. Anything else you want to talk about?
Probably. Would you like to bet on that?
Maybe. Is there life beyond the stars?
Probably. Are you a Miss Nanny?
Yes. Are you a Mr. Handy?
Without a doubt. Could you survive a nuclear blast?
Definitely. Do you have a name?
Yes. Do you know how to spell Appalachia?
What's going on here?
What was that? Are you afraid of death claws?
Okay, what? What do you think about attacking the humans?
Yes. Could you tell me your age?
Yes. Could you survive a nuclear blast?
I could ask you the same thing. Are you afraid of death claws?
Why did you ask that?
All right, it's starting
Are
to cycle.
you Miss Nanny?
Sure.
Individual's busy.
Anything else you want to talk about?
Does a rad toad hop in the woods?
Individual's busy.
Can you interface with the terminal?
All
That
right, so
doesn't sound like anything.
we cannot interact with them.
Have you heard the one about the Protectron?
Oh, he said
at a
they
red
mentioned
rocket?
something about going in a loop, and that's what they're
Sorry,
doing
I
right
did
now.
not understand. Do you know how to spell Appalachia?
What was that? Can you smell without a nose?
I'm not sure about that.
All
What
right,
is
I have no
about
idea
attacking-
what's going on with that one, though. Interesting.
That doesn't sound like anything.
Yet again, a reason why I do not like fast traveling. You miss out on so many things. I was going to say, hopefully Paige is in here, but it looks like he is standing right outside.
You've secured our way down to the vault pretty handily, haven't you? I just can't believe your luck in finding Dr. Hornwright.
It's nothing. I just did what needed to be done. Yeah, it was pretty lucky. Is she here already? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. Is she here already, or are we going to have to wait her out?
She's getting some equipment brought down, I think. Better run, unless you want to find yourself carrying consoles around. Oh, but before you get going, though, let's talk business. All right. I've been working on the next problem we need to solve for busting into Vault 79, that doozy of a laser grid. I figure we got some experienced scavengers in Foundation already. Folks who know a thing or two about busting bunkers. Small ones, anyway. Thing is, before I even start asking around, our youngest scavenger pops up to tell me she's got it handled. Handled! Before I even told her the problem.
That's vaguely curious, but I do like the initiative, but that's a little weird. All right, do you think she can handle it? Can you be more specific? What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about?
Oh, right. Sorry. I've been focusing on the problem too long. Tunnel vision. Let's see. Basically, the problem is that there's really serious laser grids. The kind you can't just cut the power to disable. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. If they lose power for even a fraction of a second, they'll lock the whole thing down for hours. Days, maybe.
Yeah, we do want to get around that. That would be helpful.
Honestly, maybe she's tougher than she seems. She's been with us for a while, so I can vouch for her loyalty at least. She said she has a way to beat the grid, so I'm inclined to believe her. Anyway, her name is Jen. Go talk to her, and I'll get back to work on figuring out a plan for these military-grade turrets.
I'm hoping her solution is not go find a key card someplace.
Sometimes I look around and I'm amazed at what we've built here.
So am I. All right. Ooh, we got an auto grenade launcher, which we already have one of those. And we got some paint. Now, where is Jen? Invisible ties.
I've made a lot of friends here in Foundation. Nobody special yet, though, if you know what I mean.
Were you in a timeout? All right. We need to find Jen. Let's take a look around. Well, Jen, there's the industrious one. How can you help out?
I take it you talked to Paige.
I did. You said you found out about the job and wanted to help.
I did, and I do, yep. But there's something we need to take care of first.
Of course.
It'll be worth it.
Okay, what is it? Ooh, can I just pay you? No, we want to do this. What is it?
So, okay. Hilariously, I'm looking for something that is designed to be invisible. Untraceable. It's a suit that hides you from everything, even laser detection grids. Which would help out with Vault 79, right?
Sounds like that would be, but okay. How do we find something that's designed not to be found? How will it help with the vault job? We could just disable the whole grid. I mean, that's very true, but I think what she's alluding to is we get in, well, whatever this invisible thing is, allows us to walk through? I don't know. Let's ask this. How will it help?
Government facilities usually have a lot of security redundancies. There's almost no way to cut the lines fast enough to get past their laser grids. So what if Security just can't even see that you're there. That's what this tech does, and I know how to operate it.
I mean, is she talking about a stealth boy? Is that what she's talking about? How do you know about this tech and how it works? Why not take down the vault's security system? Once again, there's that option. How do you know about this and how it works?
Would you believe me if I told you I learned about it from a spy?
Most likely not, but do you know a spy?
I didn't have much choice in the matter, I assure you. Can we hold any further questions until I get to the point?
Okay, but if you screw me over, I'm going to be really pissed. All right, continue.
I know it's asking a lot, but you just gotta trust me for now.
So I am still a little hesitant because how did she know about the problem before Paige even talked to her? So the only option we have left, we can't do this. How do we find someone that's designed not to be found?
Nothing is completely untraceable. Think of it like a swimmer that's underwater. It might take a while, but they have to pop up for air, right? So there's always brief moments of exposure, even if it's only exposed to certain eyes. You get what I'm saying?
Potentially. However, you might need to explain it to me like I'm a 5th grader. All right, so who's watching for your swimmer? No, I don't follow.
Okay, so the tech makes you go invisible, but it can't do it all the time. It uses a lot of power and it has to turn off sometimes. When the power runs out, things that know to look for it are going to be able to track it. Specifically, things that are from the same manufacturer. Those things might relay the sighting, just because most everything keeps a log of what it sees. A memory, right?
Cut to the chase, but right.
Okay. Basically, go kick the crap out of a Liberator bot and then collect it for me. Okay? I'm going to see if it saw our other Chinese tech. It makes you invisible, sorta. Basically.
Does she have Chinese ties? I'm really interested in Jen now. Why a Liberator in particular?
Liberators like to gossip, speaking in lay terms. They ping each other whenever they see something interesting. It's actually kind of a design flaw.
I guess we know what we're doing.
All right. I'll see if we have anyone around here who can help out with the next part.
See you later. I got a Liberator nab. You should ask... Let's get on the eye level. Dr. Penelope for help when you see her. Paige said you're one of the best scavengers. How long have you been doing it? What's the point of all this? Well, we know what the point is. Maybe she should talk to Penelope. Let's suggest that.
I feel like I recognize that name. Is she good with robots? I can do electrical stuff, but hacking and whatnot is beyond me.
Yes, she's good.
Excellent! Thank you for the heads up. I was just gonna read Paige's diary to find out who to talk to.
Oh, nice. We helped her out. Very cool. How long have you been scavenging?
Oh, well, my parents both used to take me along when they went scavenging. They were really good at it, so I picked up some good pointers. So I guess I've been doing this most of my life. I guess a lot of people born after the war and outside the vaults could say the same.
All right. I kind of like Jen, but again, I am a little skeptical. Didn't have a choice with knowing a spy. Chinese tech. Yeah, what's going on with Jen? But I guess the only way we're going to find out is we got to nab a Liberator.
Be safe out there. You should consider this place a fresh start. They took me in years ago and became my family. They could be the same for you.
All right, well, we're going to see how that goes. Is there anything fishy in here that we need to be kind of maybe worried about? I'm not seeing anything.
I get that some of the folks here are really afraid of the Scorchbeasts, but for me, it's the giant ugly toads. Ugh!
I would agree with that. All right, I guess for now I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's go find a Liberator.